This pre-season tour here of the States is brought to you by Oxford Natural and Gowan Loud, your friends.
Oxford Natural.
And I tell you what,
yes,
they are not playing about, you are not playing about.
No.
You can scan the QR code on the screen to get 70% off.
Do it now. I'm Optimized.
Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome to a road trip for our last pre-season game against Fiorentina today at Old Trafford. I'm not going to lie, it feels a little bit weird because it feels like ages since I've done one of these in the car in terms of pre-game. The road trips. Actually, there weren't even really any road trips in America. There weren't any road trips in America, was there? There was match previews, but road trips weren't really a thing out there. So this is the first road trip I've done since the last game of the season, which was what? Villa, when I drove up to there. So that's why this feels like so long. I ain't done one of these since May, and now we're in August. So, no, what are we in? July? June, July, August. No, wait, we're in August. We're in August. I don't even know what month it is. I'm still jet lagged for America. But big up to each and every single one of you, man. Smash a like on the video. It's Fiorentina. Fiorentina. Today, last game of pre-season before the big opener next weekend against Arsenal in 7 days' time. First of all, let's do the niceties. You know, it is a friendly. And David De Gea. You know, it's time to give him a proper send-off. It's time to give him the respect that he deserves. I'm glad that he's back. He spent some time with Sir Alex, I saw, which was really nice. And I think we've got some nice things planned for him for before and after the game. There's a nice message put to him by Bruno. Said, listen, I'm glad you're coming home, my friend. But during the game, I need to be scoring some goals past you. And that's why I come away from the niceties of David De Gea, of the legend that he is, and the love that he's going to receive before and after the game. But guess what? We actually got a job to do. And I need us to be in that mood. I have to stress, and it might sound harsh, this is not a testimonial. Do you know what I mean? I don't think, no, it's not billed as a testimonial, is it? It's just the picking of the opponent was carefully done to be David De Gea's current team, so we can obviously give him a nice reception pre and post game. But in terms of this game, this is not David De Gea testimonial where, you know, it's all about his friends and family and the guys that he's played with over the years coming back to play a game. This is a pre-season friendly, yeah? And pre-season friendlies, like we know, are supposed to be getting us ready for the league. And the league is next week. So in terms of the job to do, I need to be seeing it on the pitch, man. In all honesty, we ain't got time for sentiment out there. Because if we play this like a, you know what I mean, bringing back the Jolly Boys outing club, yeah, for the David De Gea party, then you can forget it against Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? We have to be ready for that game. And I'm being deadly serious about that. I want business as usual on the pitch. Business as usual on the pitch. Give David his send-off before and after and show the right respect, and let's all celebrate. But during the 90 minutes, we have to be at it. We need to be playing with intensity. We need to be playing that game like it is Arsenal, because we need to be ready. You know, it's the first glimpse of Matheus Cunha and Brian and Bumo playing at Old Trafford together in Manchester United shirts, which is nice. Hopefully they start again. I want to see I want to be able to look at that starting lineup and see, okay, that looks like it's probably going to be the team for Arsenal. Which, let's face it probably is. You know, I think we're going to get the best look yet into what we're going to be doing next week. It's interesting up front because will we get a Benjamin Sesko today? Benjamin Sesko announcement. At the time of me recording this road trip, it hasn't been announced yet. But like me and I were saying yesterday on the preview, it feels like it'll get announced today. Maybe while I'm driving up, they sort of drop the news that we have signed him. He's been currently doing his medical and probably media work over the last couple of days. And hopefully we get to see him on the pitch. But more so that's fine as an unveiling, but more so in terms of who's going to play up front and be ready for the start of the season. Joshua Zirkzee hasn't kicked the ball in pre-season. Is he fit enough to start to get some minutes today to see how he is? Probably not. If he's getting back from injury, probably going to come off the bench. And Rasmus Højlund, we know what's going on there with him basically being told that, you know, Man United are trying to move him on. Is there going to be much point in starting him? He didn't start in the last game. He was on the bench. And that left Matheus Cunha up front against Everton. Now, listen, at home against Fiorentina, a bit of a different proposition. I think we'll still be all right. But Matheus Cunha is obviously best position is not there. He's probably going to fill in there for a couple of games. I think he'll probably fill in there again. I don't think the team will look too dissimilar from what we saw against Everton last week in Atlanta. If I'm honest, I think it's hard to pick between Tom Heaton and Altay Bayındır. I think, well, Tom Heaton still hasn't made a senior appearance for Man United, a competitive appearance for Man United. Not saying, obviously today's not competitive, so he still might play. But I think the goalkeeper that will be looking to start the game against Arsenal, should Onana not be ready, will start today. You know what I mean? They have to be ready. There's no point messing about. But at the same time, they're both backup keepers. Bayındır more so. I mean, Tom Heaton hasn't played a competitive game in God knows how long. They're both backup keepers. I think it'll be Bayındır. I'll be surprised if it's Tom Heaton. I'd love it to be Tom Heaton today. And if we had to use a goalkeeper for against Arsenal, I would still pick Tom Heaton if Onana's not fit. Maybe even Onana is fit. But yeah, because we have to think about it. Onana has not kicked the ball throughout the whole pre-season as well. I know he's a goalkeeper, but he ain't had no games, bro. And you're going to stick him in against Arsenal with no pre-season. That worries me in itself. But we'll see what happens there. I think we go right wing back, Ahmad again. I think you go left wing back, Dorgu. Although it was Dalot. It was Dalot in the last game. It was Ahmad and Dalot, and you could see the difference. I want to go full strength. I think Dorgu's going to be the starting left wing back. So I want to see Dorgu and Ahmad nice and attacking. 3 centre-halves. I think you're going to have Luke Shaw again, providing there's been no setbacks and no injuries. He's had a good pre-season, to be fair to him. I know we've all got our opinions on, you know what I mean, Luke Shaw's injury record and the inevitability of more injuries happening and this, that and the third. But like I said to KG and like I was saying the whole tour, I was like, understand that Luke Shaw, until injured again, is going to be our starting left centre-back. And actually, even when Martinez comes back, which, you know, he's been out for a long time, so he's going to get eased back into the Premier League. He ain't starting anytime soon. And Aiden Heavens still got work to do. So Ruben likes the experience of Luke Shaw. So he's going to be our starting centre-back, left centre-back. And actually, he's been good. He's been good in pre-season. Forget, you know, when the thing happens, we're going to have to deal with it. But right now, like you say, we're still paying him a lot of money. Still our player. We have to play him. I think it's going to be him left centre-back. Interesting with the Maguire and De Ligt. They kind of shared the minutes on tour, didn't they? De Ligt, I think, started probably the more games. So I'd go with De Ligt in the centre and obviously Lenny Yoro right centre-back. I think we see Kobe and Ugarte again in midfield. And then I think we see Mbumo and Bruno. Mbumo right 10, Bruno left 10. And then Matheus Cunha up front. I think that's going to be about our strongest team. Unless, you know, unless Xerxes is fit enough to start and wants to have a look at him, give him a half and then take him off and then see what can happen. But yeah, the only thing that worries me for Arsenal is the striking position. We might have to put Cunha up front again in that game because I don't think Benjamin Sesko is going to be ready. He'd be in the squad by then, definitely. But ready to start, I don't think so with what it would have been a week's training with the team. I don't think you're throwing him in against Arsenal at home. You see Arsenal having a similar thing with Victor Gyökeres and the Arsenal fans crying because he's not getting enough minutes, but you've got to take the time, innit? So, yes, business as usual, though. I need a win. Don't go too easy on Fiorentina just because it's, oh, David De Gea's in goal. No, I need David De Gea picking the ball at the back of the net multiple times during the game. That's what I need. And then all the niceties before and after, lap of honours and all of that stuff can come. But we've got a job to do. Remain professional. Smash a like on the video, people. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Subscribe to the new 200 subscriber channel. Yes, United View, big up to you, man. And I'll see you at the game and get you guys' thoughts after it as well. Take care. Peace.